So the question of the EC3, the third project of this big project, is how to characterize AI components. How can I say this component is good enough? What does it mean? But how am I good to be good enough to fulfill the expectation of at the system level? So for that, you will evaluate the performance, as we usually do, the robustness. We had a long speech about the robustness, explainability, and we will monitor the solution. As you all remember, last year, isn't it? We had, during the batch 1, we have been working on explicability, on the local characterization of robustness, and Hatem presented the following of what we did, and we have been working also on the formal proof of robustness, and monitoring, and also uncertainty quantification, a kind of thing that has been presented by Hatem as well. So during the batch 1, we remarked some things that could be improved during for the batch 2. And so first point was to explore academic solutions that to tackle the limitation we've seen during the SOTA, during the state of the art. Then we also, because during the batch 1, you know, we started with what we have, and we have plenty of ideas and things available to develop, and things we knew and we wanted to test. But also, because we're an industrial project, maybe some solutions were existing in the real life with startups or with other companies. So we have been looking for startup solutions to challenge or complete what we did during the batch 1. And of course, validate our system on more and more use cases, develop more tools for robustness, explainability, and monitoring, and continue with explainability. We have a big part of the village on explainability, and we wanted to keep on working on other method and tested on other use cases. And also, something that was mentioned this morning by Stefan, we have to go closer to the human-centric aspects and how the characterization of the component can be bring to the human. And of course, with the formal method, as you all remember, during the batch 1, formal method to characterize the robustness was not completely satisfactory, and we were not completely sure that this formal method could be applied for industrial application. So we wanted to not, as we say in French, throw the baby with the water of the bath. I don't know if you can say that in English, but not to conclude too fast. It doesn't work. But so we have been working on Pirate, as Hatem presented before. So today, the actions we have in this in the new batch of our project are so many actions, and I will not describe all of them. Here you can see the green one are those made with academic partners. The purple ones are made with startups companies, and the blue one are internal. So I will not read everything. I will point out maybe, and as you can see, we have addressed also a new use case that is neural language processing, because it's a very important part of AI today. So in this project, and we are one of the first addressing this use case, very new use case. As also has been, you've heard, if you're very attentive, we have this explicability is today what we call a macro function, because it doesn't only concern our project, but also the project of Hatem that have been presented before. So we have to consolidate all the development on robustness, on monitoring, and on explicability that were developed last year. So I will just point out one of these action sheets, as we call them. It's the evaluation of the added value of the vocal assistance. That is the development. I like this action sheet. I love all of them, but this one I wanted to point it out because it's an action with a startup, but also with a lab and a lab dedicated in human sciences. So in this action, we have try to evaluate the added value of, of the vocal assistant. It means you're we are still on the welding case that you know or very familiar with. And how can the operator that will have the feedback of the AI will appreciate the interaction with the AI, and how can another kind of function of AI, that is the speech processing, will help the operator in his work, and how is this new function acceptable. And this action was connected with an acceptability study to see how the operator will really accept to cooperate with the AI. So I will invite you to see this, the result of this action sheet on the village too. So there are so many things to say, so I will make it short, and you can visit plenty of what is described here in the village, so I really invite you to visit our posters. And for this batch, we expect, again, plenty of results, so I will not make the list, but as we usually want to provide tools that can be used within the environment, integrated environment, but also can be used one by one by each partner to integrate these new tools in their own environment at home, without bringing all the environment. If, for instance, at Renault we already have an MLOps environment, so we'll not bring all the Confiance.ai environment at home, but only bricks that can fix some problem we didn't solve so far. Thank you very much. Once again, I invite you to visit our village and to have more technical details on what we did.